I'm sorry, okay? It's another accounting meme review. Man, in 2024, if she's not getting a jacket made with your name and number on it and braving negative wind chills to watch you do accounting or whatever, just focus on yourself and wait for the one who will. Aww. Found on LinkedIn, 1040 return as a Halloween costume? What? Oh. Kudos to whoever did it, but it feels like too much work for a little return.
You need to leave.
Solve a client's issues and you bill them for a day. Keep saying it depends and you bill them for a lifetime. Automated Christmas bonus compensation plan. Would you like a Christmas bonus? Not fast enough. Now back to work. Manager telling us we're family. Me who has applied to 30 other families this week. Ooh. My email is well written, reviewed, and ready to be sent. My email is sent, attached file. I feel like Outlook's solved for this. Like, don't you get the little pop-up now when you don't do the attachment? Me, I don't know why my back hurts. Also me. Hang on. Back to shrimp. If FTX used a Big Four accounting firm instead of QuickBooks, they could have kept the fraud going for a few extra years. Lesson learned. Honestly, I just want to see how those motherfuckers are trying to use QuickBooks, right? POV, you bring the accountant on the work trip.
You say you're an accountant.
What do you do?
I'm an accountant. At a place where accountants
That guy's an accountant. Okay, hang on. This guy, is that a ThinkPad? He's on a ThinkPad at night while everybody else is having fun. Also, this guy, just...
I'm an accountant.
Where do you work?
At a place where accountants...
Yep. Imagine being paid 6 figures to unmute calls and say, nothing to add from my end. Ugh. Accountants on Zoom calls are the worst. Some calls I don't even unmute at the end to say goodbye, you animal. The real earners make shit small talk for 10 minutes at the beginning of the call before turning it over to someone making 55 a year. There's some wisdom there. There's a lot of truth to that. The financial markets need more regulation. Accountants, more specifically staff partners. Yeah, no, partners don't have a problem with that. Paste without formatting should be the default. No argument here. Shift Control V if you want to remove formatting.
Not to be dramatic, but one of my biggest life regrets is not becoming an accountant. No, Not to be dramatic, but one of my biggest life regrets is not becoming an accountant. No, not.
Me searches verbatim the subject line of the email. Outlook. Oh, don't get me started on Outlook search. The Microsoft board meeting. What else can we plug Copilot into? Have we got a fix for Outlook search that we could ship? Shut up, Brian. Accounting firms be like, paying 20K extra to retain a good employee, paying 50K extra to get a new employee. You didn't get the offer for another 20K when you quit? If pizza parties are adequate reward for hard work or extraordinary accomplishment, why aren't they a bigger part of CEO compensation? Who's to say they aren't? You don't think Big Four firms are making deals with Pizza Hut? You know, like when they put like a Starbucks inside a grocery store? Roll out of bed and there it is? Ooh. I used to think I wasted so many hours of my life studying accounting, getting my CPA, and working in Big Four, but now I realize it's what taught me the value of hard work and what it takes to achieve your dreams, and I'm forever grateful of that. That's a good meme. The final boss of LinkedIn. Whew, look at that. Aren't there like only certain credentials that you're actually supposed to put in your name? But everybody on LinkedIn, they're listing like fridge certificates after their name. Nobody cares about your Malibu Grand Prix license. There's like 3 of you that are gonna love that reference. I got scolded because I farted in my office. Oh, buckle in, gang. My office is connected to my boss's office, meaning she has to walk through my office and get into hers or to leave her office, etc. So yesterday she wasn't in the room for over 30 minutes and I had to fart, so I did. Might have been one of the worst smelling farts I've had in a while, and it just lingered, and lingered forever it seemed like. I have no windows and I'm in a relatively tiny office. About 5 to 10 minutes later, she comes in to go to her office and asks what that smell is. I laugh it off and say she doesn't want to know, implying it was a fart. She kept inquiring about it, so I told her straight up I farted. She seemed to get really angry and said that I can't be doing things like that, and she works in the office too. I continued to laugh because I've never seen anybody get so worked up over a fart. This morning she comes in and the first thing she says is, we have to talk about what happened yesterday. I'm sitting there like, WTF happened yesterday. I didn't think a fart was still on her mind. She then proceeded to scold me for another 5 minutes for a fart that happened yesterday. And even went as far as to say that she would have to send me home if it ever happened again. Overreaction, or am I the asshole? What a ride. From your post history, you've had issues with wasps entering your office, smelling like weed and now smelling like farts? Probably best you find a remote job. That feels like good advice. Credit fart, debit stink. Note I get for leaving public accounting to industry. What a turd. You get the CPA exam out of the way quickly, you get promoted quickly, you get lots of solid because everybody's leaving. You get lots of solid recommendations, and you quit just before busy season kicks off, leaving the other staff having to pick up the load you abandoned. what a turd you are. That would make me feel better about it. That is great confirmation, isn't it? What it feels like working in industry in your early 20s.
You have the ability to go in with a blank slate every single time and make the changes that you'd want to change. So in this particular case, because we're doing a high budget CBO and we want to test different potential audiences and
That's like the most contemplative baby I think I've ever seen. Worst answer to an interview question you have ever heard or given. I had an employee, a military veteran, who'd missed some time intermittently with some pretty serious health issues, and so his work output had declined. He was a good bit older and he put in extra hours and effort, but his conditions didn't help. The exec started suggesting that we offer him a package to retire him, get him on disability, but I refused. Instead, I started meeting with him more often to define and enforce the expectations. I'm happy to say that after that point, he remained a productive employee who improved our bottom line until the day he finally succumbed to his conditions and passed away 18 months later. Pro tip, don't use "I worked a guy to death" as your go-to example. Ooh, tell me about a time you came up with something creative. The creativity was breaking up a contract into multiple little ones so he can sign off on them without manager review. The individual was so proud of him when the answer to any questions was a cocky, "When do I start?" Bless the people with that level of confidence. After weeks of consideration, we've decided to go with another candidate who's better suited to our needs at this time. It was noted during your interviews, you told both our recruiters and the hiring manager that they wasted your time because they were late, and you took time off from work just to hear a lowball offer, and that we should have posted the salary range in the job description. We told you that we do this so that people won't apply just for the money, after which you replied, "What money? Thank you for your time and consideration." Yeah, we do this just so people won't apply for the money. In other words, the employer knows they can lowball positions and waste people's time, and hopes some sucker will be desperate enough to take it.
I was in shock. It triggered.
Anyone working at a Big Four was as bad as they said.
It absolutely kind of humbled me and shocked me, scared me a little bit, disturbed me, didn't make me angry.
It's not good. It's not good. I feel like I say this every meme review. Small firm life, gang, not bad. Like and subscribe. We talk about small firm stuff here. Thanks for coming and hanging. I'll put some other meme reviews up here if you have any brain cells left after that one.